Hey y'all, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are going to be doing a cash stuffing. Typically I stuff the cash that I have once a week at least. It has been a couple of weeks since I've been on this channel. We're going to talk about all of the things, but we're also going to be cash stuffing all of this cash that I've just been setting to the side like for the last few weeks. I'm not 1000% even sure what is here, but we should be able to catch up on our October binder as well as our vacation and our brand new 50 envelope savings challenge. So if any of that interests you, please stick around. Let's start out by counting the cash. We actually have a calculator here. Thank you to doing taxes recently. I'm used to using the calculator. Y'all, I sound like an elementary school child. 50, 100, 52, 53, 50, 400, 55, 50, 600, 57, 58, 50, 900, 50, 1000, 1000, 50, 150, 1000, 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 600, and 20, 40, 60, 80, 720. 720. Y'all, we have a pretty good cash stuffing on our hands today. How are you guys doing? I hope that you have been having a lovely week, a lovely couple of weeks. I know it has been a hot minute since I've been on this channel. Tens, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 190. I have been doing okay. Some good news, I have been catching up on, I caught up on 2022 taxes at the very last minute. Like, we hit the deadline. We were a few days before the deadline, but I had somebody help me with taxes, so we caught up on that since the last time we've spoken. I'm in a good spot. It was basically like washed out even. Like, I got some tax credits because I have kids. I had, of course, a bunch of business expenses, so I didn't get money back from taxes, but I didn't owe any money from taxes. So worked out pretty perfectly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. We're adding $70 of fives. And then for ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So adding $28 in ones. We have $2,158 to cash stuff today, which feels great. Like I said, this is a really, like a pretty big cash stuffing for my channel, but we haven't cash stuffed all month. So, I mean, it should work out perfectly to where we can stuff a lot of our bills binder. Now, I do save this October binder. I'm using all for November bills, November savings. I like to pay bills and everything a month ahead as far as like what's in my binders. So this October binder is saving for November bills, November rent, everything like that. We've already paid in November, scratch that, in October. So we're saving for November. We've already paid October. We're saving for, am I still saying that wrong? We paid October. We're saving for November. Okay. I think we finally got it. So I have caught up on taxes. That is a huge weight off of my shoulders. Excuse my missing hands while I like take off my sweater for a second. I thought everything was gonna wash out pretty evenly, but I wasn't quite sure. So I paid somebody to help me, found somebody who I feel like fits me perfectly. So it's just a great situation, right? So that has happened since the last time we spoke. Rent is $400 for me currently. I'm in an in-between spot. If you don't know, I'm in a little studio apartment with the boys because renting fiasco of 2023 happened, but we're happy and we're healthy and we're safe in our current location. We only have $400 in rent too, which is absolutely amazing. We're going to put 300 aside, 50, 100, 52, 53. We're going to put 300. We need 400. But we still have another week or so left in the month. Y'all, October has flown by for me. Let me know in the comments if it's also going quick for you or if it's just me. I don't even know. But taxes were taken care of for 2022. Now we are at the end of 2023 at the time I'm filming this. So I'm continuing to work with my tax person to get 2023 in order to see kind of where I sit. I think my income was going to be a bit higher this year, but because of our last rental situation, I really lost a lot of work and time over these last few months. So it should be about even which is great tax-wise because it should put me about in the same spot, right? Bills for next month, I do put $410 into my car note, and then I have $200 in bills in this little studio apartment. We're gonna go ahead and put $500 aside, so that gets us like mostly there. 50, 100, 52, 50, 300, 54, 50, 500, yes. So 500 aside for bills. This feels good to get kind of like, to get my binders right? What else has been going on since I spoke with you guys? Kind of a major thing that took me away from the channel. I'm trying to figure out how I want to describe this. My boys have a liver and kidney disease. It is a chronic disease. It will lead to transplants in the future. Time will only tell when that future is. I don't know why, but we have these appointments every 6 months, every year, subscriptions. This is for things like we go to a gym with a pool, like me and the boys go, and they go to a trampoline park. So we have some subscriptions. I honestly, at this point in life, don't hate me, but I can't even tell you like what exactly our subscriptions are. I'm a huge believer though in like going through your subscriptions every couple of months and making sure you're not paying for things that you aren't using, because that adds up so quickly. So don't, you know, listen to what I'm saying, not what I do kind of situation. I haven't gone through these in a few months, so I'm 1000% positive our subscriptions are more than $100, but that's what we're gonna put aside today, and I really need to get that in order. But my boys had their appointments for their specialist, and I don't know why, but every single time we have those appointments, like I know they have chronic conditions that are going to advance, and they're always advancing. That is like how this goes. But it always takes me off guard. I always have like there is always like a tax on my mental health and my just, like it always throws me off schedule. Like I'm fine, we're fine, everything is good, okay, nobody worry. Like we're not looking at anything major right now, but of course things have advanced. They always advance or progress, I guess would be the word. So it's just stressful, you know. Overall, I'm just grateful more than anything else. But talking about, you know, my schedule and kind of where I've been, it's always a hit on me. It just always is. It always takes up some time for me to process and then get back on track. That's just always the routine and always how it goes. But I don't know why it takes me so off guard every single time, but it did. So that's where the majority of where I was these last couple weeks is what that has to do with that. Speaking of healthcare, I am going to go ahead and put $100 into healthcare. Now, my kids have medical through the state still, and it looks like we won't be losing that based off of my income. And so I think that we're good for a little bit while longer. Oh my gosh, my sentences, y'all. I think we're good on their healthcare for a little while. Now I do want to get myself healthcare this next year because I was just self-pay all this year. So I would like to start putting some money aside into healthcare for myself and start thinking about like adulting on my own behalf instead of just adulting for the kids. I need to start adulting for myself. So that's what that category is all about. And I need to start looking for some kind of a plan for myself. I'm pointing at the wrong thing. I need to look at some kind of health insurance plan for me. I am self-employed and I don't have too many great options, but surely there's something that's a good compromise middle ground. I want to say worth the money, but I also want to put that like in air quotes because y'all know insurance in the US kind of a hot mess if you are self-employed and trying to figure it out on your own. Groceries. This is for groceries for next month, like trying to get us ahead on some of our monthly expenses, not just our rent and bills, but also our groceries. So we're going to put $300 here. $300 will not last us the full month, but it gets us somewhere, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. $300 towards groceries in November. Also, y'all, I have been working a lot on getting all of the orders out. If you ordered these 50 envelope savings challenge binders or the 100 envelope savings challenge binders, thank you so much for your purchase and for supporting the shop. I did relaunch them a second time because they sold out so quick the first time I launched them. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have, because if you were in that second order batch, it went out later than I thought it would. I think it went out yesterday. And again, it was just because of the way doctor visits fell and like life happened around that launch. So the launch was very successful though. So if you purchased, thank you so much. If your order went out a couple days later than it should have, thank you for your patience and understanding. I'm so sorry. Like I try not to let that happen, but every once in a while it does happen. I am a one-man like show over here, right? So I always, though, when I'm behind on orders, you will notice that I don't tend to be filming during that time because I keep orders a priority. Moving forward, I have some ideas though. Let's talk about it. But first, let's stuff some money in our 1 month ahead. Now, this bundle does come with different cards, 1,000, 2,000, or 4,000 for 1 month ahead. I am going to use the 1 month ahead, oh my gosh, 1,000. Are the words even coming out correctly, guys? I don't know. I'm sorry. 1,000, 2,000, or 4,000. We are using the 1,000 tracker because my rent and bills are just so low right now, which again, thank goodness. I'm so thankful for that. I feel like I was pretty easily able, excuse me while I just grab a pen real quick. I think I was pretty easily able to handle what my previous rent and bills were, which were more like 2,200 total with the rent and bills. I was able to handle that just fine, but blessing in disguise, guys. I think with this whole blessing in disguise, guys. Okay, that was too rhymey for me. I think the good thing about that whole fiasco of the last rental and this studio, now this place is tiny. It's very difficult to get work done, to do all the things in this little space. What are we doing? Oh, 1 month ahead. Let's do 50. We're gonna add 200. Let me do that before I chat, just so that I don't get lost. So let's add some 50s, our remaining 50s, and then another 50. That should be 200. We will count it in just a second. The good thing about this studio is I feel like we are now more closely living within our means in a way that I can not just put all of our money towards rent and bills, but we are also able to, like, I need to think about getting myself health insurance, for example, right? And I need to think about securing a better emergency fund. So while I didn't think, well, when we were in the apartment, I did not feel at all like we were living above our means. I felt like we were doing okay. Now that I am in the studio and we're able to reprioritize, okay, Guinea. Oh, the guineas are talking to me. Speaking of the trials of a small place, the guinea pigs are right next to me. 50, 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. The good thing about being in the studio and the rent and bills going down so much for this period of life is I get to really prioritize. Like, I should get health insurance for myself. I don't have the excuse of, like, I don't have enough to make it happen, right? Like, I get to just think about what are the other things that we really should be doing? What do I really need? And because we are moving probably in like 4 or 5 months or so, maybe I can even get a lot of this set right and start saving for a house down payment, you know, like proper adulting. Like, we're on our way. This is a $150 savings challenge. I am saving, trying to figure out if I even want to write. I'm gonna use this challenge towards saving for Thanksgiving and like getting together with family and stuff. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna be doing and I don't know. I honestly don't even know that we are doing anything. I would like to use this to save just in case, and if it doesn't, it can roll over towards money for Christmas savings. So we have $25, $35 here. Let's color in a 25 and a 10. So we have $35 in our 150 envelope savings challenge. And ideally with this particular binder, this is our new like monthly binder. I would love to be making this top priority every single month. This is for all of the needs coming up in the next month. And then if and when there's extra money, we can prioritize other things like vacation or this 50 envelope savings challenge. I think I'm going to use towards future house needs, like a down payment or something, possibly to pay off the car. Y'all, I've talked so much about paying more towards the car, but I feel like maybe I need to focus more on a house down payment. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is on that. Do I focus on paying off my car, which is my current debt, or do I, since I have that car figured out, I have a $410 car note every month, do I need to go ahead and focus on a house down payment? Because that's kind of the next step, right? We are going to skip debt payment. I don't really have anything to put to make that a focus with. This monthly savings challenge, I had discussed using this for car, but I think we're actually gonna be saving and using this monthly savings challenge as a Black Friday shopping. So we're definitely reprioritizing that. We are going to color in 9 of these different spots. We're gonna put $31 in, 30, 20, 21, 25, and 26. and then 1, 2, and 3. I did kind of write down before I got on with you guys exactly what I was wanting to cover. And I like how I've been tracking this. So I use these different highlighters for like this cash stuffing. I'm using blue. Next cash stuffing we'll use a different color, so we can kind of see if we can find some kind of trend or rhythm on like evenly spacing these out. Now for the 31, it is going to go just with this tracker because there is no 31 card. This wallet has, you see all of the numbers except for 31 because I felt like this full length pocket could be used for the 31 spot. It made the most sense to me. Okay, while I quickly stuff these, I stuffed the 1. Let's test my multitasking skills, shall we? I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about the shop and sort of how things should go in the future because I know I've changed things so many times, especially as we moved. And I'm trying to find what the rhythm of the shop is. I had a launch previously, right, that was for these 50 envelope savings challenges, and everything sold out so quickly. So my intention with that was to prep everything beforehand of like what I was going to be selling, and then just once it sold, we were done, right? That was my intention. What I did though was I way under prepped. I underestimated the amount of sales we would have and then how many people would contact me after that launch. Oh, this is so jumbled. Apparently I cannot multitask. I am sorry. Moving forward, I would like to do things like what I tried to do with this launch, which was just I launch it, it's done, right? I ended up second launching or like re-releasing these because they sold out so quickly, and then that launch did last a few more days, maybe 5 days, which is more what I intended on the first launch doing. So you guys supported me so well, thank you. This is not a complaint. I'm saying thank you, thank you, thank you. You're helping me kind of learn how I want to do this and how I want to handle this. So I liked the fact that these were pre-prepped initially. I think in the future I just need to release more of them at once. I think it's going to be really fun to do a sort of in the office vlog while I'm creating it, and then I'm going to launch the video of like the item being created and launched. And then if you guys keep up with videos, you should be able to keep up with kind of what's coming in the shop next and be able to get those items before they sell. But again, I'm going to try to create more of them so it doesn't sell out so quickly. I have some really fun ideas in addition to, which is really what started this rant, in addition to some fun new launches that I have been thinking about, I'm also going to be launching the physical listings for some of these monthly wallets. Now, we had discussed before that I would be launching November wallets as the physical, like as physical binders. November has still not launched, like the November wallet. If you guys are interested, if I were able to launch the physical, like where I'd ship it out to you, if I'm able to launch that in the next 3 to 4 days, would you guys still be interested in a physical November binder, or is that too late? Like, am I too late with that one? Do we just need to make December's binder the physical shipped item? I will be releasing November and December together, like they're going to release at the same time. So maybe November just needs to be a printable one last time, and then December will be a printable or physically shipped. Let me know in the comments, please, if you're interested and what you would like to see happen, because I kind of waited too late, in my opinion, to launch November. But if some of you are still interested, if you think it's not too late, let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, we stuffed the 20. Oh geez, what did I do? I stuffed 20 and 21. I still need to stuff 25 and 26. Okay, 25. Apparently multitasking is not my jam, not my strength. I always thought I was pretty good at it, but this is kind of not going smoothly at all. So 25 and 26, and the only things I have left to stuff here is 30 and 31 I already stuffed. So I just need to stuff 30, and then we're going to move on to our vacation binder and then our 50 envelope savings. Okay, so done with our October wallet for today. We are going to move on to our vacation. I am such a hot mess right now, y'all. Like, there's a lot going on emotionally in life. Like, we're in between seasons. We're in a tiny, tiny apartment. Like, there's just a lot going on. Typically, I would not be thinking of a vacation in this season of life. And I also, like, I just wouldn't be thinking about it, right? But I really want to visit the place that we are thinking about moving. And I would love to go November, maybe December, because the place we're thinking about would be snowing at that time. And I think it would be a lot of fun. So with that being said, we will continue to stuff vacation as if this trip is going to happen. And we'll be ready for it if it does happen. Now, my birthday is mid-December, so I do think it would be fun to go mid-December or sometime around then. But y'all, again, like, life is just a little so wild right now. Like, I'm not gonna lock myself into any dates, but if a trip pops up soon, I want to be ready for it. 50, 100, 20, 40, 50, 150 towards trip prep. That goes towards like snacks for the car, some like cold weather gear if we're gonna need it, just some like, you know, some things before you go on the trip. You decide like you want to go to Walmart and get mini size shampoos. I don't know, like something like that. I want to be ready for that. Okay, gas and snacks we're gonna skip for now. Let's put $100 into hotel. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. For hotel, we now have 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 40, 50, 350. Next, we have food and fun. We are going to add $20 to food and fun. Food and fun, we added 20. We have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, $70 towards food and fun. I completely forgot to tell you guys, some of this money did come from tips from you guys. So I do want to say a quick shout out and thank you to Patricia, Tara, Lisa, and Constance. Total, you guys tipped $22. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That $22 is going into this vacation wallet. It had been going into self-care, but we are not stuffing into self-care. This month we are stuffing into vacation instead. So that's where tip money from this month is going. So again, thank you so much for tipping me over on Etsy. That was not expected or required, but I do appreciate that you guys put me in your budget that way. Entertainment, let's go ahead and put 60 here, 20, 40, 60. We added 60, we have 20, 40, 65, 66, $66 towards entertainment. And we're gonna skip shopping this week. And then we should be back next week though for a YouTube cash stuffing. So I'll be getting paid from YouTube over the weekend. So maybe Monday or Tuesday we will do a YouTube cash stuffing where we get to stuff all of these binders again. But to close things out, let's go ahead and stuff our 50 envelope savings challenge. These are now sold out in the shop because y'all supported that launch so well. If this is something you're interested in though, please let me know in the comments if you would be interested in this colorful one or the blue space style one that I had launched. I won't be doing a full like huge launch of these again, but I'm thinking about launching a handful of them when we have our next big launch. All right, so we are stuffing the majority, I think all of this money actually, we're gonna stuff into here. I'm going to speed this up though because we will be here all day. If I try to count all of these, I think we're stuffing 18 spots because I would like to get this done as soon as I can. It's a 50 envelope savings challenge. We have what, 1,120 something, I think, once this is fully stuffed. And I would like to get it stuffed as soon as possible because this is kind of an emergency or house saving or going towards the car. Like it's one of those big things for me. Whatever it ends up being, it's going to be worth it. So I'm stuffing 18 spots out of our 50 spots. You guys can continue watching and then I'll catch up with you at the very end of this video. All right, and the last one we're gonna stuff is the 50, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So like I said, we did stuff 18 of these spots, which is pretty good. Halfway would be 25, obviously, simple math, but I think I got us as close to halfway as we could get because it is a little past the middle of the month. Ideally, I would love to be able to stuff this all this month. We will see. We'll see what happens. Not so bad. Not so bad for a cash stuffing when we haven't been here in a couple weeks, I think. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. Again, let me know what you think about all the launches and all the things we discussed in this video. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for sticking around. As always, I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.